ADUs or accessory dwelling units. One of the ways California is trying to solve housing problem. Hi, I'm Amol Heda with Keller Williams Bay Area Estates and author of Thriving Through Ownership. So I'm going to talk about ADUs mainly today because I visited one and I was impressed by what they are trying to do there. But before that, let me first get into how California is trying to address the housing problem. So part of it is by increasing housing density. Part of it is by relaxing the rules around housing. And part of it is by getting creative about being able to put more people into the house. So let's first talk about SB 50, which is a California legislation about transit-oriented developments. Now, what are transit-oriented developments? Transit-oriented developments are higher density housing, like multi-level construction, 4 levels, 10 levels and whatnot, with very little parking. We already know the situation in San Francisco. So just where it is BART or VTA or Caltrain, in those neighborhoods, you will see transit-oriented developments. So that allows for higher density housing. They don't put a lot of parking there. In fact, I have sold studios in San Francisco that had only a bicycle parking. So that's SB 50. Then there is AB 1279. AB 1279 is a proposal meant to increase housing density in various neighborhoods. So it relaxes the rules around housing, it allows for more parking or takes away parking restrictions, and that's how that one goes. The next one is AB 1585. Now you don't just have to solve the housing problem, you also have to make it affordable. AB 1585 allows or is meant to improve more affordable housing in California. So that's AB 1585. Now, let's come to ADUs. California has a lot riding on ADUs because in places like San Francisco Bay Area, where a lot of people want to come work, and yet you cannot find housing, or the housing is just too pricey. So for somebody who is entry level, it becomes extremely difficult to find housing. So ADUs is an attempt to solve that problem. So SB 1069 is meant to streamline approvals for housing and eliminate parking requirements. Now, I'll say, will I want to do an ADU in my house and put renters there? If I can afford not to, I don't want to be with people that I don't know. So, in some areas where people can afford, they are not going to put ADUs anyways, no matter how much the legislation goes. But in areas where people want to increase their rentals or want to rent part of their house or want to put a tenant in their home, this legislation 1069 allows you to get ADUs in your home, and it does not have the parking restriction. AB 68 increases the number of ADUs that you can put in your home. So you can potentially have 2 or 3 ADUs in your house if the lot size supports it. So that's AB 68. SB 13 makes building ADUs affordable. Now how does it do that? It proposes that they will reduce the amount of requirements that you have when you are doing a construction. So for a single family home or for regular construction, you might have a lot of rules that you have to follow. SB 13 takes those away. And lastly, AB 881. It proposes that people can convert garages into ADUs. All you do, the garage is already covered, right? All you do is put a kitchen and it becomes a studio, and a bath and it becomes a studio. And it also again needs the ability to reduce housing. But one of the ones that I was very impressed with gives you a detached ADU in your backyard or on your property. And it allows, say, for parents, say you have grandparents living with a family and they want some of their own solitude in their own area when there are kids making the noise or they cannot handle that. This ADU is a detached ADU, not attached to the home, and it goes in the backyard. Take a tour of this one and come back. Reach out to me if you want help on this or have questions about it, and we can discuss whether it will fit your situation. So, take the tour. Hello, good morning. Guess where I am today? I'm at Adobu in Redwood City, and these are, as you might have guessed, modern ADUs. Just walk through one with me and call me for details. This is a very well done Adobe. Can be done within like a month. Very modern. A living room with additional storage and all the frills that you need for current modern living. AC in each of the areas. A kitchen, not a kitchenette. Full cabinet, everything, and a washer dryer right under the kitchen counters. And then that's your bedroom. For those of you that are thinking of putting some additional square feet space or some privacy for parents from kids and such, this seems to be an amazing thing to do in your own home. For more details, you can talk to me or I'll introduce you to Adobe. Thank you. Well, what did you think now that you're back from the tour? You want to put one, or should you consider putting one? It does increase the value of the home because you're adding this ADU for about 250 to 350K, but the amount of money that you will get out of it after doing the dollar per square feet, it will give you some appreciation. So you say you put 250K, you should probably see an appreciation of 100K or so. And not to mention the peace that part of your family gets in staying with you while they get their own moments of solitude when they need. You want my next one? Like this or think it will help somebody? Please share. Bye. Till my next one.